I'm Kai. Straight out of Dogtown, K-A-I.
K-A-I, do you have a last name?
No, bro, I don't have anything. Ran up behind him with a hatchet, smash, smash, smash! Yeah.
You're now looking at Kai the hatchet-wielding hitchhiker, famously known for his viral news appearance where he describes how he saved somebody from a dangerous man. But little did Kai know he would go from being the hero to becoming the villain within only 3 months of this interview.
I don't got any memory until I was waking up on his floor and he was pulling down my pants and I just started hitting him.
Born on September 3, 1988 in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, Caleb Lawrence McGillvary was raised in a fundamentalist Christian cult. Caleb's parents divorced, and his youth was shadowed by a haunting past of abuse.
I don't have any family. As far as anybody I grew up with is concerned, I'm already dead.
Caleb's tumultuous family background led him to foster care. Despite these hurdles, Kai managed to graduate high school and start college, though he later decided to drop out. This is where Kai the hatchet-wielding hitchhiker was born. He made a bold choice to lead a nomadic life with just a backpack and a hatchet, all while living off the grid, without a social security card, driver's license, passport, or an official government name. This brings us to February 2013, when Kai was hitchhiking and picked up by Jet McBride. In a bizarre turn of events, Kai alleges that Jet declared himself to be Jesus, and then intentionally crashed his car into a parked truck, trapping a worker between the car and the truck. As a good Samaritan rushed to assist the injured worker, Jet allegedly turned his aggression towards her. This is when Kai came to the rescue and started striking Jet with his axe. Kai vividly recounted this extraordinary series of events in his now famous interview.
And I'm like, bro, if you're Jesus Christ, I'll be the Antichrist, man.
Following these dramatic events, Kai rapidly shot to fame, with discussions about the possibility of his own TV show. He was even invited to appear on Jimmy Kimmel Live, where he would make a comedic appearance.
You've become very famous now from YouTube, haven't you? I mean, people are recognizing you. What do people say to you when they see you?
They say, hey, you're Kai. You're that dude with the hatchet.
The viral moments continued with his appearance in court for the Jet McBride trial.
That you can respond to it, and you only need one hand up, the right hand.
But Kai's time in the limelight would be short-lived.
3 months after he appeared on Jimmy Kimmel, Kai hitchhiked across the country and wound up in New York's Times Square, where he met 74-year-old lawyer Joseph Galfy.
We will now delve into the interrogation of Kai, who stands accused in the tragic case involving the loss of lawyer Joseph Galfy.
Today is May 16th, 2013. And like I said before, the time is approximately 9:25 p.m. And currently we are at the homicide unit at the Fresno Police Department. Okay? What you're going to pull up the chair a little closer.
If it wasn't bolted to the floor.
If it bolted to the floor? Alright. Why don't you read this out loud?
While Kai is read his Miranda rights, let's review the events leading to the interrogation. 3 days prior, Joseph Galfy's death occurred, making Kai a prime suspect based on CCTV footage showing him with Joseph. Further investigation uncovered Kai's online communication with a female follower, leading to plans to meet on May 12th. However, he didn't show up. The following day, in Asbury Park, Kai met the lady, who was surprised by his new appearance. He had cut his long hair, and his prominently visible face tattoo provided the police with a clear picture of his recent look. On May 16th, a Starbucks employee in Philadelphia alerted police, leading to Kai's arrest at the Greyhound bus station.
You want to tell us what happened?
I woke up with pants down, and he was pulling the pants down, and I hit him. I blacked out. And the night before I'd stayed with him, he picked me up in New York. He says, oh, you look lost, you know, like, where are you from, this and that. And I says, Dogtown. And I said I was going to New Jersey. And he said that he was headed to New Jersey too. So I went with him to his house. And when I was at his house, he gave me a bunch of beers. And then I got kind of sleepy right before bed. I woke up. and it was like there's a metallic taste in my mouth, and there's like cum going down the side of my face, and I felt violated. I went over to Asbury to meet a friend, and she wasn't showing up. I called him because I didn't think I had any other place to go. I went and I ate some food with him. He had made some burgers, like some homemade burgers. And then I don't remember much after that. I woke up on his floor and he was over top of me trying to take my pants down. I started hitting him. I just blacked out.
Okay, so you woke up on the floor?
I woke up on the floor of his room.
Okay. I'm just going to tell you one thing, okay? We made the trip all the way down here, so...
He died?
So just listen to me. We made the trip all the way down here. We want to hear what you guys say. I want you to be honest with us, okay? I'm going to treat you with the utmost respect. I want to hear what you guys say, but I need you to be truthful to me, okay?
Police became further suspicious of Kai when he posted on Facebook stating, "What would you do if you woke up with a groggy head, metallic taste in your mouth, in a stranger's house? Walked to the mirror and seen blank dripping from the side of your face from your mouth and started retching."
Tell us everything you want to tell us from the beginning on.
He met me up in Times Square and said that he was going to Jersey too because he asked where I was going. I said to New Jersey. That's how you get there from here.
What time was that? On what day?
That was... I don't remember which day it was. I think it was like Friday, Saturday.
So what did you mean?
I met him in Times Square.
And so what happened?
Well, I said that I was going out to Jersey. He seen me. He's like, "Oh, you look lost. Like, where are you headed to?" I says, "Jersey." He says, "Oh, I'm headed there. You want to go get a bite to eat and stuff?" And first I thought it was really nice. And then
What did you guys eat?
he got some Parmigiano stuff from an Italian restaurant nearby.
And then what do you guys do?
Then we was drinking beer, and he wanted to put the beer into a glass instead of a bottle, and watched some TV, watched some stuff, like showed him, videos of me online, and then I felt sleepy, so I went to bed after last beer and woke up. And
Where'd you fall asleep?
in the guest room.
In the guest room?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you go, what were you watching, the videos and showing him the videos and drinking beer?
Yeah.
Where?
I was in his living room.
His living room?
Yeah.
Can you describe that living room for us?
No, I can't.
Okay. Do you know what time it was that you guys were there drinking beers?
It's like 9-ish that night.
Okay. And how long do you guys drink beers for?
It was like, I don't know, a couple hours.
How many beers did you drink?
I drank a few, like 5.
Okay. And you fell asleep?
Yeah.
You fell asleep on the couch?
No, in the guest room.
Okay.
The authorities would go on to say that Kai and Joseph met because of intimate reasons, but Kai would go on to deny this by stating, "Do you know how many hot chicks? Never mind. Even if I was gay, do you know how many hot guys wanted to blank me after that blank in California? I'm not even being vain. It's just a fact, like, no offense." But he, Galfy, was not a looker.
You walked to the guest room by yourself?
Well, yeah, I was kind of groggy, and he wanted me to take a shower. I said with him, I said, "No, I don't take a shower. I went to bed."
Okay. So then, do you take a shower now?
First night there, yeah.
Right, and that's what, was that when you were drinking the beers?
Yeah.
And that's when he asked you to take a shower with him?
Yeah. I says, "No, I don't want to."
Okay, and so what happened then?
I went to bed. I woke up the next morning and there's metallic taste in my mouth, and I had a really bad headache, and then I looked in the mirror and there's like cum coming down the side of my face.
Okay. And then what do you do?
I went over to Asbury. I didn't really know what to think about it. And then when my friend did,
Before you got to Asbury, when you see, what's the conversation after you wake up? You see what you have on your face.
I didn't really say anything about it, like, to him.
And what were you when you woke up with the metallic taste in your mouth?
I was on the guest bed.
Okay, and what was he?
He was in the doorway, saying it's time to get up.
Okay. You confront him?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So then what happened?
Well, I went over to Asbury to meet a friend on transit, and they weren't around, so I went back up Little Branch. He came over to pick me up. And, yeah, I went down over to eat some food, and then I don't remember much after that. I had a couple beers and ate some of the food that he cooked. And I don't got any memory until I was waking up on his floor and he was pulling down my pants and I just started hitting him.
You go to his house, you guys have some beers, right? You go to sleep in the guest room. You wake up, do you know what time do you wake up on Sunday?
Like 9 in the morning? What day was Mother's Day?
Sunday. Usually it's the second Sunday of May.
Yeah, so I woke up on Sunday and I was in the guest room.
Okay.
And
that's the day you wake up with the metallic taste in your mouth?
Yeah.
Okay. And cum dripping to the side of your mouth?
Yeah, there's cum going on the side of my face.
Okay. So what do you do?
I just went to Asbury. I don't know what to do. I called him up later because I was like, I needed a place to stay.
Okay, so so you wake up, you have the metallic taste in your mouth, you have cum on the side of your mouth. You confront him.
No, I didn't.
Okay, and you already knew that that's what was in your mouth. That something had happened to you. Yes or no?
I could taste something, yeah.
Okay, and what did it taste like?
Like cum.
Okay.
And there's metal taste in the mouth beside that.
Okay. And so what do you guys do? You wake up, he tells you it's time to wake up?
He drove me over to New Jersey Transit and got me a ticket over to Asbury.
Okay.
That's where I went.
And what you say to him?
I said goodbye. He says, call me at this number, email me if you ever need, like a place to stay for a night or something.
You gave him your number or he gave you?
He gave me his.
Okay. And then he buys you a train ticket?
Yeah.
Do you know where he buys you a train ticket?
To Asbury.
Okay. Do you know where you go to take the train?
Went to Rahway.
Okay. He gives you the ticket, and what do you do now?
I went to Asbury to wait for a friend who said they were going to meet me at like 1 or 2, and 5 o'clock rolled around. They still weren't around, so I called them back.
Okay. Who was this friend?
Shit. Can't remember her number. I lost the phone. Can't.
What's her name?
Can't remember her name right now.
Okay.
I've been in a daze since this happened.
You've been in a daze since it happened? Okay. Fair enough. So, your friends don't show up?
No, I got. You're saying you're charging me with first-degree murder?
In a Facebook post on Mother's Day just 4 days earlier, Kai posted, "First memories I was in a crib and my family was fussing over me. I kept getting told that I had a demon. I would be locked in a room for 20 hours a day with a little porta-potty camp toilet in the corner of the room. Then after that, my mouth filled with hot pepper and soap for yelling blank you at the top of my lungs."
So when your friends don't show up, what do you do?
I went back up to Little Branch. I called to see if he'd be able to put me up for the night.
Oh, you went to Long Branch?
Yeah.
How'd you get there?
A train.
So you took the train from Asbury Park to Long Branch?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, you asked him to pick you up?
Yeah.
How do you get in touch with him?
I called him on the phone.
Okay. And what does he say?
He said he'd come on over and pick me up at Little Branch.
Okay. So he drove down to pick you up?
Yeah.
How long did it take him to come down to pick you up?
I don't know.
How long were you waiting for?
A couple hours, 2 hours maybe.
Okay.
He said that he was in the city again, like in New York City.
Okay. So he comes down to pick you up, and what do you guys do?
He brought me back over to his place and said that he didn't want to order out that night, and he gave me some burgers, and he gave me one of the burgers to eat, cooked up the burger, and drank a few beers.
Okay. Oh, what was he driving when he come down to pick you up?
It was a red PT Cruiser.
Okay. And when he gets, where does he meet you at?
Little Branch.
I'm sorry?
Little Branch.
Little Branch?
Yeah, New Jersey Transit.
Okay. And does he get out of the car and come get you? How does that work?
He just pulled up. He was like, get in.
Okay. And you got in?
Yeah.
Voluntarily?
Well, yeah.
Okay. You get in, and do you ask him to take you anywhere?
No, he just drove me back to his place.
Okay. Do you make any stops along the way?
Not that I can remember, no.
Okay. Okay, so when you guys get to his house, what happens? Like, does he park outside? Does he park,
He parked in the garage, and then he started cooking the food, and gave me a couple of beers, and I drank a couple of beers, and then when I ate the food, like, that's all I remember after that is waking up on the floor and trying to pull down my pants.
Okay. So you wake up on the floor where?
Of his room.
His room?
Yeah.
Can you describe how his house is laid out?
There's the garage, and then the kitchen, and then the living room, and then another room, and then the guest room at the far corner, and then his room over there.
Okay. And so when you fell asleep, where did you fall asleep at?
The first night?
The second night.
The second night, I didn't fall asleep.
You said you were groggy.
Yeah, I passed out on the floor. I don't remember much after when I ate the sandwich until like when I woke up on the floor. I don't remember anything.
Okay. Do you know what time it was?
9, 10.
9, 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, it's really groggy because like, I woke up and I was like, it was like I was under the influence of something, and then like, well, I don't really remember much of it.
Okay, so you wake up on the floor with your pants down?
Yeah, he's pulling down my pants.
Okay. And how was he dressed?
He was using his underwear.
Okay. He was in his underwear? How much of his clothing did he remove?
Of my clothing?
Yes.
He was working on the pants. And
okay. Was your underwear removed?
I didn't wear any underwear.
Okay. When you wake up, were you aroused? So you wake up on the floor, you see him trying to pull your pants down and he's in underwear. What happens next?
I just hit him. I don't remember. I blacked out.
How many times you hit him?
I don't know. I blacked out.
How did you hit him?
I don't even remember. I was in a daze when it happened. I was confused about where I was. I was confused about what was going on. He was trying to manhandle me.
Okay.
He threw me around. I was like,
What did you hit him with?
I just hit him.
With your hands?
Yeah, I don't even remember. Could I open him? Need him? I don't know.
Okay. So you hit him. What happens to him? What does he do?
He kept trying to get me down. Like I grabbed him and then he kept trying to get on top of me, and I was like, I was scared. I didn't know what it was like.
Okay. So how you found to get him off of you?
Like I hit him in the head, and like he was still on top of me last I remember, and like I don't know what he gave me, but like I have a hard time remembering that.
You do? Okay.
The county medical examiner testified that the victim, who stood 5'5", weighed 230 pounds, and had a stent in his chest due to a heart condition, sustained numerous serious blunt force injuries to his face, head, neck, chest, and arms, including 3 skull fractures, 4 broken ribs, and severe contusions, abrasions, and bleeding.
Does he finally stop? Like,
I don't really remember, like, that whole thing, like, it's like a black spot, like.
Okay. When everything stops, what do you do next?
I left and walked to,
Do you pull your pants back up?
yeah.
Okay. What were you wearing?
I was wearing, jeans and a shirt.
What are you wearing now?
No.
So, do you change in the house?
I don't remember.
Okay. So you decided to leave the house, right?
Yeah.
So how do you leave the house?
I don't remember. Like, it was all face after that, and then, like, my head was hurting, and, like, I got that funny taste in my mouth again. Like, I didn't know what was going on at that point. I just knew I needed to get out of there. I was just like.
So you had a funny taste the first morning and then that night?
Yeah.
The metallic taste in your mouth?
Yeah.
Was it the same taste? Did it taste like cum?
It was like, it didn't taste like cum. It tasted like something, like a drug or something.
Okay. Did you recall in any way, like, how you leave the house?
No.
Okay, so you leave the house, what do you do next?
I remember I was at a diner.
Okay. And what do you do at the diner?
I talked to some dudes who had, like, seen that video online, and, like, they helped me out with some cash for a train. Caught a train over to Long Branch or Little Branch, whatever it was called. And then I slept underneath a restaurant.
Did you try, like, call the police or anything to report that this has happened to you?
No.
Why not?
I'm a documented legal immigrant.
Okay, but you were assaulted, right?
Well, I can't just call them and be like, well, who are you? Where are you from? Like, I'm an undocumented illegal immigrant. What is this?
Okay. So you don't call the police?
No.
Okay. So you go to Long Branch, you said? Little Branch, Long Branch?
Yeah.
Okay. How you get there?
On the train.
Did you meet with anybody?
Like, I met a bunch of people, but I mean, like, I don't really remember names and stuff.
Just strangers that you ran into?
Yeah.
Okay. How long do you stay in Asbury?
Not very long. I went to the library and went to the Salvation Army. I should probably be talking to a lawyer, shouldn't I?
I can't give you legal advice. It's up to you. You know, it's a decision that you have to make on your own. I'm just here to try to get your side of the story. This is probably the only chance you'll have to speak to us. So I can't give you legal advice. You decide on your own.
I want to talk to a lawyer.
Okay, fair enough.
Is the death penalty legal over there, New Jersey?
Okay, we're done. Okay, you asked for an attorney, so we're gonna have to stop.
Innocent of all the charges against me.
Kai spent more than 5 years in custody awaiting trial, which commenced on April 1st, 2019. Taking the stand in his defense, he exhibited confrontational behavior during cross-examination. An outburst occurred during his defense lawyer's closing arguments, almost resulting in his removal from the courtroom. Subsequently, a jury rendered a verdict of guilty for first-degree murder, and he received a 57-year prison sentence. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing to Darkumentaries.